What's going on, everybody? It's your homeboy Pablo Video Games here, chilling out, maxing out, doing my thing. Alright, y'all, now in today's video, we're going to be talking about The Flash, Season 4, Episode 4, my Flash fan fiction. Let's get into this. The episode starts off, leaving from the previous episode, Barry is face to face with Captain Boomerang, holding Cisco in his arms as he bleeds from his ears and eyes. Captain says, "Well, now Flash, you just missed all the fun. I just took down your little sidekick. Let's see how you can stop me." "I don't see any white lightning," he says as he walks towards Barry. "I guess you can't control it after all." "That's good." Barry then starts to clear all the people from around the area and appears back in front of Captain Boomerang. Captain Boomerang then looks. "How did you know?" he says. The Flash responds, "I had a gut feeling." Behind Barry's previous location, nearly 50 micro boomerangs come out, circling around Captain Boomerang, and then he sends them to chase Barry. Barry knew that those boomerangs were going to kill all the civilians in an instant, so he decided to prevent it, Captain Boomerang thought. Barry then starts to run around Captain Boomerang. "Ah, that old trick won't work on me," Captain Boomerang says. The captain then makes Boomerang stick to the ground to trip up the Flash, but then something's different. The boomerangs aren't responding correctly to the captain. They are dropping and freezing in midair. Back behind police lines, Iris says, "What's happening?" Caitlin responds, "I can't tell, but for what it looks like, Barry is short-circuiting the boomerangs. Normally, when he runs, he doesn't discharge electricity like that. He must be doing it on purpose." Even though Captain Boomerang controls them with his mind, they still have nerves and electric impulses going through them. Back to the fight, Barry stops, and all the boomerangs fall to the ground. The captain says, "How did you?" The Flash interrupts. "Looks like lightning beats Boomerang." Captain Boomerang tries to run, but the Flash then appears in front of him and hits him with 20 punches, sending him flying 4 feet back, knocking him unconscious. Barry runs to grab Cisco and runs him to the lab as the police arrest Captain Boomerang. 2 hours later, after everyone is gathered, Barry is telling the team about his journey into the Speed Force and his white lightning. Cisco says, "This is unreal. You amaze me more and more. Pure Speed Force?" Iris then says, "Is that healthy? Will you go into another coma?" The Flash then says, "I don't know anything about it. I just know I have to get that power again. I might need it again." Iris then says, "Why, Barry? The power seems far more dangerous than anything we've ever dealt with before. Maybe we should leave it alone." Barry then looks around at everyone in the room and then says, "I can't leave it alone." He then proceeds to run out the base. Back at the lair, Alchemy has captured the next gang member, and the member is now in the cocoon. Alchemy says, "With Captain defeated, it's time for more drastic measures." He rubs the cocoon, dragging his hand from up to bottom. Alchemy then adds, "He was a fool. I warned him not to go in alone without backup. His stamina was already pretty low. Fighting Flash and Vibe, it was just much too much." A mysterious voice then says, "That's true. In the other reality, he was a hothead all the time. I will give him one thing. He was strong. I let my guard down, and he got me with that sneak attack. And it was only because I let my guard down. And that'll never happen again," she says. Alchemy adds, "I believe you. You four were the most powerful on the planet. Your power struck fear into the hearts of EOD and Trough. Even some of your own Hef members. The difference being, in this world, there is no war. The Trough is gone, and you and your brothers will rule alongside me." Hours later, at Jitters, everyone is sitting down, eating their dinners, when across the way, Water God is seen on top of a building. Inside, all the liquids in the area start to float, from the pissy water in the bathroom to the coffee being made. They all start to levitate. Everyone is shocked, and then the people try to run away, but before they can, water splits and kills all 100 people in Jitters, and then destroys part of a building. Water God then says, I see I'm even more powerful. Must be because of this reality. She's a lot more intelligent and a lot more fit than I was. Sad to say, but this ass was totally worth dying for. The next day, Barry is on scene with the police force at Jitters. Joe is still recovering at the local hospital, but Barry fills him in on the details. Joe asks, "What do you mean the cause of death is unknown?" Barry replies, "I honestly don't know. There is nothing that can identify what killed all these people. No weapons, and all these people just died around the same time." Joe then responds, "It must be a meta. What else can explain this?" "It's a meta," Barry says, "but unlike anyone I've ever seen, not a trace of anything." Barry then notices something on the body holes where the coffee splashed on the victims. "Joe, I figured it out. These people are all killed by coffee," Barry said. Joe then responds, "Look, Bear, I know Wally's girlfriend said that stupid crap at dinner, but why would—" Barry then interrupts, "It's not a joke. All these people have coffee splashes on their chest, back, neck, and it looks like stains on the eyes. And everywhere there's coffee, it's a hole. I'm guessing a meta was able to use their powers to use these people's drinks to kill all of them at once." Joe then says, "What does this mean?" Barry responds, "It means we have a meta with more power than I've ever dealt with." Back at the lair, Alchemy is interacting with the cocoon as Water God walks in. "Fine work," Alchemy says. Water God responds, "Those human garbage deserved it. Walking around this world without worshiping us. It's blasphemous." Water God then questions Alchemy. "So explain something to me. I'm stronger than I was back in the other reality." Flashpoint. "It's called Flashpoint," Alchemy says. "Well, I'm stronger than I was. I'm not complaining, but still." Alchemy then answers, "I can't explain that. I captured you in this world with no memory of your previous self. I kidnapped them and placed a shell over them so you can gain your powers back. Maybe because I used the pure speed force to restore your powers, it gave you a boost. If so, things will be even more interesting." The cocoon starts to shake and crack. Alchemy then says, 4 days. And he's finally ready. The cocoon breaks and now falls El Diablo. He looks up and sees Water God. Water God then says, "It's been a while," she says as she laughs. Diablo's flames start to engulf his body. "You have bastards. You killed everyone," he says. "We're not in that world anymore," Water God says as she makes water from the molecules in the air. Water God makes a sword out of water. Diablo's hands are completely engulfed in flames. They charge at each other, but then Alchemy screams, "Enough!" and fires a blinding light at the two. What happens next? Find out on episode 5 of my Flash season 4. Guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll keep you updated on everything happening with my series right here on Popular Video Games. Peace out, and talk to y'all later.